Shalom and welcome. This is 2 minutes of Torah. At the beginning of this week's Parashat Vaera, the second one in the book of Exodus, we find Moshe receiving a pep talk from God in order to boost Moses' confidence so he can go and talk to Pharaoh and start the process of freeing the Jewish people from slavery in Egypt. And God says to Moshe, look, Moshe, you are a very special person. So much so that I'm letting you know my first name, Yud Hey Vav Hey, a name that even our forefathers, your forefathers, Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, didn't know. This is really beautiful. Moses has to feel very good about this fact that he's getting information that even our ancestors didn't have. The problem with the text is that when you go back to the book of Genesis, you realize that God actually did use his first name, Yud Hey Vav Hey, in order to address Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. So what's going on here is God actually lying to Moshe in order to boost his confidence. As I was thinking about this, I remembered a tradition that says that each generation before us was wiser than we are in our understanding of our tradition. And the reason for them being wiser than we are is the fact that they live closer in time to the experience of Mount Sinai, the experience of Revelation. The fact that they live before us made them by default wiser than we are. And to that tradition comes our Torah today to say it is not so. Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov also knew God's name like Moshe knows it now. But God says to Moshe, it doesn't really matter because your understanding of my name is different from the one that they have of it. And it is only if you embrace the fact that you have a special relationship with the divine in every generation that pertains to that generation that you can actually engage in a relationship with God that is meaningful and that speaks to you in the time that you are living. It is only when we understand that we have to look for inspiration in our past, but make decisions about how we live our tradition according to the needs and understandings that we have of it today, that our tradition becomes alive and we can really engage in a meaningful way with it. I hope that we learn this from this week's Parsha. I'm looking forward to seeing you this coming Shabbat to celebrate both Shabbat and the beginning of a new month, the month of Shvat. Have a great week.